That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from Geordie, Europe. This is the most badass YouTube broadcast in the land. Ladies and gentlemen, I am probably seeing this shot from the boy live. My ho-coast, did I say my ho-coast? Did I really do that? Am I that dyslexic?
Yes, you're
my
ho-coast.
dyslexic. Well, I don't speak dyslexic. I usually just write it.
No,
now I'm speaking it. I got Vault, Nick, and Comrade. And I'm going to show. I did a video on this earlier last night. I don't fucking know when I did it. I was half awake when I did. But it got me so upset, and I actually have to thank Green Man for getting this, because apparently this was actually put out there on the 12th. It's a news video that they normally do over there. It's True News, and usually it's just it's just about the bands, just about just having a little fun with the community. Nothing personal. There is no way you can walk away with this. This is a Nerd City move. This whole it is a pink slip. It's you're kicked out of the community. It is and disguised as pick yourself up by the bootstraps. It is so over the top. It is so lame. And I got to be honest with you. This guy, True Geordie, he's I've never had any problems with him personally. But you can't rivet a $25 anniversary, you boomer. I'll be talking about that in a little bit. You're a YouTube friend. Thank you for being my YouTube friend, Riveter. I know what that's about. And you can't say anything about this guy. I mean, anything about this guy. I did a video supporting him one time, and I didn't address him correctly. He is, as a YouTuber told me today, a UK icon. He is the Northern England working class. He embodies that totally. And I was told about him even when I was doing hockey on this channel, and told how great he was. And I saw it, and he looked cool. And my first kind of indication that there was something wrong was the Weller fight with KSI. And you watch that fight, it's like, it's over, like in the first second. Yeah, I mean, KSI ended up winning the fight, fair and square. But, I mean, this guy threw Weller under the bus before he laced his gloves up, for Christ's sakes. And I remember when Logan Paul said he didn't want him announcing, and then he had to give him a big slobbering blowjob. I call it right down the middle, mate. And
I bet that shit was all staged from the beginning.
You think?
Yeah, I do. I bet that Logan Paul shit was staged. It was to blow up True Geordie. I think, dude, really? I think when you run with these guys in Europe over there, I think there's a lot of industry plants going on. I think a lot of those guys are full of shit a lot of the time.
I don't think they're that smart. I think they're just a bunch of vindictive cunts. I don't buy that. And I tell you who else doesn't buy it. I don't think Cavos buys that. He's always saying the English guy's the worst as well.
Have you ever seen Jake Paz?
Yeah, I do know him. What's he?
He's like a mini iNabber, which is like a mini version of all the other fucking guys over there. I think they're trying to multiply themselves, and some of them just don't take off.
Well, that could be it. But that guy, he's the one that jumped on the Lazo's a rapist bandwagon.
Yeah, shocker, right?
Yeah, right.
Can you believe he had the same opinion as all the friends?
What a shock! Yeah, I remember him. Piece of garbage. I almost did one on him, but I thought it was punching too far down. If he ever wants to call in here, and if he wants to, oh yeah, you're right. Call in. See how tough you are. That guy is just a beta male to the max. And I have noticed this when there was a bunch of people that came to support Alex after the drama channels ripped him a new one, and he was forced to apologize. Forced. It wasn't sincere bone in his body. And who is that guy you used to do the podcast with, but he broke up with him too? Jack something, one of his 10,000 podcasts.
Jackmate kind of blew him too.
Jackmate blew him, and they Jackmate blew him, iNabber blew him, Marriott blew him, Mimulus blew him, Tombstone Mouth blew him. I'm trying, and then Geordie blew him too, and it just seemed to be a repair job. Now I have it on very good source that when Kavos dropped his video a couple days before this came out, that Alex is in a panic. Well, who would Alex call to repair this? He knows he can't get out there himself and say this is a bunch of bullshit. I didn't kick iNabber out. But he can get somebody who's a UK icon to do it. I want you to notice in this video that they actually use Kavos' video as source material, but they never actually bring up the crux of what's in that video. They completely omit James Marriott's leaks and testimony to Kavos, completely omit it, and turn it into I don't know, bro. Maybe you just weren't as tight with them as you might have thought, man. I know you're like the little guy there, and maybe you shouldn't be speaking to him in that manner. As they bust his fucking balls the entire fucking thing. And by the way, that's what this whole, I don't want anybody to get confused. That's what this whole thing, this show, this True News is about, busting balls. But I'm telling you, here's what I'm telling you. This ball busting is veiled in a bury you like attack and an advertisement for the E-Boys going forward. You got to give Alex and those boys credit. They don't quit. They have Susie Lou blood in them. So we're going to fire this fucker up. I am, would I say, oh, that's not the wrong one. Shocked and appalled by this guy, but I'm not surprised because I've been wondering about him for a while. It's about 7 minutes long. This is it. Here we go.
I don't know. And of course, Logan and Mike, two members of Impulsive, they've been fighting a little bit lately. I think they've made up now, but you get the point.
Yeah.
It's a stressful time. And now we've also got the E-Boys and iNabber. I was pissed off, personally, because I thought it was everyone going to be in uproar. Why is True Geordie not involved in the latest Will and E group? But then iNabber stole my fucking thunder.
He nabbed it, you could say. He's known for that good old iNabber, or as we know him, Ian Nabber.
Is that his real name?
Are you watching this, Dior? You really got to see the body language in these motherfuckers. Jumping down.
Yep, I got eyes on, Tommy.
Okay, I want you to see this shit.
I think so. Oh no, it's Fraser. Fraser. I don't know why that's funny. Whenever I hear the word Fraser, it reminds me of...
Well, baby, I hear the blues are calling, toss salads and scrambled eggs. Well, anyway, nobody seems to give a fuck that me, Stephen and Lawrence, being forgotten out of the latest group. Wills went and created XO2.
X2O.
It's XO without the talent.
Yep.
Me, Lawrence and Stephen sat on the side.
All right, this is just the typical shit that they do over there. This is nothing out of the ordinary. But I'm telling you, stick with me.
Headlines now, nobody to stand in his way. Beyonce finally gets to be the lead singer. I see what Will's doing. Don't think I don't see what you're doing. Oh, I'm going to make shit content and ride the gravy train and get all the merch sales. I thought of it first.
I'm pretty sure it was the Sidemen that thought of it first.
All right, I was the first one to say, let's do that, but less shit.
Okay. No one's making videos about you. It's all about iNabber.
Do I not look?
Nobody can make a video about you. You're like, you know, like pissing on, making any kind of crack about True Geordie is like spitting on a soldier when he gets off the plane from coming home from Iraq. I mean, that's how beloved this guy is.
Look like an E-boy. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Am I not cute enough? Is that what it is? Am I not camp enough? Fucking reeks. I'm going to take me. I'm going to take Jackmate and a couple of others. We're going to start E-men. E-men coming soon, you fucking pricks.
But Brian, can we stop thinking about you for a change? Because iNabber was apparently the one that thought...
This is such normie fucking YouTube content. Glad to see you're doing better. Thank you, Mike the Bike. Yeah, I think I'm doing better.
Of all this.
Is that actually true?
He's been tweeting about it for years, apparently.
Really? Yeah. Let's see what the evidence is, because I don't actually know this.
All right, so these are some tweets that iNabber had posted. Wanting to do more collabs with the boys lately, so look out for them. Me and Alex should be recording one on his channel tonight. This is how I trick everyone into making a group channel. It's happening, I promise. And it happened, Brian.
To be fair, he kept his promise. I'm sorry, it is funny.
And at this point, there's nothing. But I want you to remember what you just saw when we get later into the lecture. A very clear lecture and a very clear message that iNabber is out of the group. Not just the E-Boys either. I think this runs a lot deeper and is going to be a lot more damaging.
Though.
The group channel will be made.
That was February.
That's quite close.
That was only 2 months ago. The group channel we were making never happened because we couldn't decide on a name.
To which Memulus replied, no, it's because all of us are useless.
Apparently people stopped being useless.
And then Einaba responded to that saying, actually not true. I wrote up an entire plan and called multiple meetings about it. It's because you guys are useless. That's the mistake that you've made. You've antagonized him there.
Maybe that's why they isolated him.
Yeah.
Thought, we'll show you.
We'll show you how
We'll
useless
show
we
you
are.
who useless is. When we make a fucking group without you.
Try and nab this one, eh?
If you could though, Fraser, could you send over that plan? Because maybe I could put it to some use.
Maybe you could invite Einabe to the E-Men, no?
I don't know if he's quite E-men material.
Yeah.
To be honest, he's more of an E-boy kind of character, but if they don't want him, do I want their sloppy seconds? I think not. No.
Technically, it's not sloppy seconds. He's never in the E-Boys. So I'm Alex then replied to that tweet saying, we could and should be called the E-Boys.
This was exactly 2 months ago. The name was given.
Exactly. So
And it was we.
Yeah.
And Einaba was inclusive. Now, I'm not trying to stir things.
This is where it starts to get insane. And just keep in mind, and by the way, this is what we do. What do the English say? We slag them off. But watch how deep they cut.
Never do a thing like that, would you, Brian?
Never. But you might want to go back over the last 2 months, Fraser. Just sit and think, have I said anything that would really irritate these lads?
Yeah.
That would make me strongly be disliked and not want to be moved into the group.
Like,
What the fuck? What the fuck? You've been slagging this guy this whole fucking time. And you're essentially telling him, those guys have more subs than you. And they literally say this later on. And maybe you ought to think about who you're talking to. That is amazing to me.
Wait, so Einaber says that Alex is one of his better friends on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And all these guys, most of them interact constantly day by day.
Yes.
And he finds out through one DM and then the official announcement that the E-Boys are starting.
Yeah.
And True Geordie's response is, well, why don't you self-reflect on why this all came at you out of nowhere? Hey, scumbag.
Yeah.
I understand that you're a fucking millionaire right now, multi-millionaire, talking about shitting on people's chests in Instagram DMs. But normal fucking people have dialogue about this shit. We don't have to sit here we're obviously the E-Boys or E-Women because apparently you need to go leaps and bounds to find out what the fuck they're thinking at a certain time. Normal fucking men, normal fucking guys just fucking discuss shit. I never shouldn't have to go look and see what's wrong with him. The fact of the matter is, he should fucking have heard about this or something behind the scenes well before this shit went public.
Yeah.
Dude, suck a dick. That's ridiculous.
Oh, it gets better.
Strongly be disliked and not want to be moved into the group.
Like calling them useless.
That's a start.
He may have crossed the line.
And
there.
I know
You may have crossed the line there.
He made a joke on Twitter. He crossed the line, Nate. He crossed the line.
And they've been slagging this guy from the start. Who the fuck are you, Mr. 600K man?
I can't believe he called the commentary channel useless, mate. It's not like he makes jokes for a living.
I want to see I want to see Alex's DMs with True Geordie or Willenese because I bet they're long and pleading.
What the fuck
Oh my god, it gets better.
Will easily irritated.
Yeah.
I was in a group with him for a year.
He's like a gorilla.
Honestly, the lads are going to find out. What do you reckon of the new logo?
I actually really like the new logo.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's cool. Because a lot of people have the standard sort of static 2D logos. I like the 3D element of it. It's quite glossy.
It's very curvy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a curvy dick.
And now it's just.
Oh my god. Now we're just now it's commercial.
Wow.
How much you want to bet that fucking DM was in there?
It's a cool logo. I like it.
It's not straight, interestingly.
That was funny though. Here's the best part. That was actually funny. I'm not saying he's not funny, all right? I'm not saying he doesn't deserve what he has, all right? All I'm saying
I'm just saying his fucking
he's a
accent
fraud.
is
He's a
repulsive,
fucking
and I hope
fraud.
it goes
Okay,
away.
they used Cavos' video. If it wasn't for Einab or Willany Memulus, James Marriott, I'm not sure if I'd be tweeting right now and celebrating Christmas this year. You guys get me going this year, and I owe you everything. Thanks for looking out. They use this, and later on, they say, well, maybe you weren't as good of friends with the guys. I shit you not.
Oh,
my God. They used it. And they omit Marriott stuff.
This community is the worst.
They are the worst bunch of snakes on the planet.
I never jokingly called somebody useless in a DM. This is like primetime video material.
Yeah.
Alex called somebody a rapist and nobody says a word.
Nobody said anything. Oh, you misstepped, bud. I guess you went a little bit over the line. But, these drama YouTubers are taking it too far. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we're not even at the level of we're not at the level of a guilt by association. These guys all have their fucking hands in it.
They all have their hands. And the way they look at it is like this. It's look. Alex may be, accusing people. I mean, these guys would support a murderer, a pedophile if they thought they could get away with it. If it cuts into their bottom line, that's what this looks like to me.
If it wasn't for iNabber, Willany, Memeless, James Marriott, I'm not sure if I'd be tweeting about celebrating Christmas this year. You guys kept me going this year, and I owe you everything from here on out. Thanks for looking out for me in 2019. Looking forward to next year, bro. Onwards and upwards.
And I thought he would be my friend if you wrote that to me. Call me crazy, Geordie.
Only if you're with me. Set up as a group channel, though. Then you're out of here, buddy. See you later, you melt.
They're still his friend, though. They can still be his friend and not be in the group with him. When
I've seen it before. It's so fucking funny. Oh my fucking God! You still could be friends though, you little 600K guy. Oh my God!
Yeah, you know that fucking, that life-changing money and that golden play button that you could see just above the horizon. You can just touch it. Well, they're gonna rip that all away from you, but you guys can still play 8-ball on your iPhones. Suck a dick, True Geordie. I mean, to be honest, that's not really much of an insult for you.
I mean, this is truly unbelievable. And I'm sorry, I don't think this is the Bants. And the reason I don't think this is just the Bants is because how deep they cut, what they ignore. They ignore Cavos' video completely and what he's saying. And they have absolutely no mercy for the guy. None. They just say things like, I feel sorry for him, but. I mean, it's so phony.
I was in XO. I didn't go to Jack Mate and Cal Frazee. Sorry, lads, can't talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't have to. They got the idea. If you're not in XO, fuck off.
I'm not saying don't watch his videos. I just want you to know who he is, default.
People are taking this way too far.
Yeah.
It's a YouTube group channel. It's almost as if they've exiled him from the country. If anything, he should take it into his stride and
Shut the fuck up, you prick. YouTube group channel. First of all, that's a stone fucking lie if you watch Cavos' video. It was a group channel to start a YouTube channel. This was a huge opportunity for Nabber to catch up with those guys. That's what this was. And how much you want to bet, because I know how fucking petty these motherfuckers are, nobody can take being passed. I'm like the only guy that can handle it on the planet, right? Nobody can take being passed, and they knew that probably would get him to the next level. So they made up some bullshit. Let's not forget. The reason this was done, James Marriott leaked this, is because they didn't like a joke he told. They fucked him over a joke. A group of guys that tell jokes and make fun of other people, point out, supposedly expose other people, and morally crusade over people for a living. For a living. This is an
they're fucking pathetic.
This is an unprecedented screw job. And you know what? I'm sorry. Call me crazy, but I think they're a part of it. Put the tinfoil on. I think they're a part of it. I think this is a phone call from Tombstone Mouth or fucking or Alex, one of the two, because I have good information that he freaked out after Cavos' video, and he probably should, considering the last time there's a baited episode made over it and a ton of fucking videos exposing him.
It's a YouTube group channel. It's almost as if they've exiled him from the country.
They actually said that. That really pisses me off. It wasn't just a YouTube group settle, and you know it. You know it.
He should take it into his stride and he should use it to power him.
I mean, he's just been ditched from the best up-and-coming group channel in UK YouTube.
Yeah, but see it like this. Say they're the Avengers. They've come together. They're sort of the superheroes. Maybe iNabber could be the super villain. Ever seen Kick-Ass? The motherfucker.
I'm a super villain. Henceforth, I'll be known as the motherfucker.
I've said
he's known as the motherfucked.
In this, I've probably missed something out, but I'm still sad that I'm not involved. You've created a group channel without the 5th member.
Oh, I feel bad now.
You know what?
But
I feel bad. I mean, if it was you, people wouldn't feel as bad because, you look like you could take it. iNabber has...
Look at these mental gymnastics they do.
Oh my God.
Watch this.
A face, and this is no disrespect. He's got quite a baby face, so I feel people might feel more sorry for him because he looks a bit like the kid from Stuart Little. George.
Well, nobody would fucking feel bad for Geordie because he's on top of the fucking world. So they're trying to explain. That's probably was written by Alex himself. Why are they so mad at me? It must because old Naba has a pretty face. No, some of the top YouTubers in England fucked him over, and these guys jumped in on it. And probably that I want to somebody should be paying attention to Jack Off guy, whatever the fuck his name is. I wonder what he had to say about this. I bet he piles on, too, to remind him that this is a pink slip. This is unbelievable. I feel bad now. Oh, yeah, exactly. No, it's his face. Nobody would give a shit about Geordie because he's set. That's why this is a story. Guys like me and Nick aren't following this just because we hate Alex. This is big news. We have a guy that is known for screwing multiple YouTubers, ruining their lives, and all of a sudden, snap, I never get screwed again. This is an ongoing story and history. This is not, the drama channels are just taking this too far. No, this is a motherfucking pattern.
Remember when I first seen Inaba's videos? With all due respect, we're YouTubers. We're all kind of outsiders. But he was a little bit of an outsider.
Yeah.
And maybe this was his shot at being in the group, inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was going to be a part of the cool gang. If you thought you were tight with these guys, but then you had no idea what they were doing, how tight were you? Have you...
He lived with them. He lived with them. And I don't believe for a minute you didn't know that, Geordie. Tombstone Mouth fucking is best friends with you, from what I understand. I don't believe that for a goddamn minute. Holy shit. This is some Mean Girl shit on another level. This is Mean Girl shit right there. And Mr. fucking Tough Working Class is playing Mean Girls games. That's fucking
I'll give you one thing, Geordie. If you took a shit on his chest, I don't think Inaber could take it. But I'm pretty sure...
This is unbelievable. Maybe you didn't know him that well. They lived in the same fucking building. And not only that, Marriott was so fed up with this horse shit. Not only did he expose this to Kavos, he didn't allow Kavos to say what he said, but he said that fucking he suggested that I Am Alex is no fucking good. Unbelievable. This is the Mean Girl. I'm going to change the title of it. This is a Mean Girls move. This is exactly what Mean Girls do. Maybe you weren't our friends to begin with. Like, this is my daughter does stuff like that. Or she's the victim of it, one of the two. Unfucking real.
You misread that as a friend. Have you thought you were closer because you tweeted each other a bit and we're in a couple of videos?
They live together, you motherfucker! I
We're
don't
fucking
believe you don't know.
flatmates.
Oh, God, flatmates. Oh, I didn't know that. This is just about the bands, man. No, this is a fuck you disguised as the bands.
And maybe it wasn't like how he thought it was. And maybe, just the other side, the enemies of Alex and some of the other
this is going to be our fault.
lads in the group are trying to use it to make them look bad when maybe they shouldn't.
Like, we've been...
Maybe we should. Maybe we should look into you.
We don't have to make Alex look bad. About once a month, Alex makes Alex look bad. I'm really sorry that Alex has done all of these things that cast a shadow on all of you and your friends, but like at some point it stops being Inaber's fault that Alex is a piece of fucking shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
And there is zero mercy for this guy other than I feel bad for him, which by the way, sounds kind of fake.
Having meetings over group channels since this might be wrong, but like May last year, maybe, I think.
At some point, you weren't in the meetings.
There was another time where a group channel was being created and I wasn't told about it. So this is the second time. So I think this is another reason why.
And let me drive this home. These group channels are put together to make money. Make money. From what I understand, it was going to be a super group.
Are you telling me it's not about the love of the game, Tommy?
Well, they're making it seem like, it's like it would be like me being pissed off because I wasn't invited in the NCO. That's what they're making it seem like. No, this is a business thing, and they're completely omitting that. And by the way, that's in Carlos' video as well.
I probably shouldn't have said that.
If they are your close friends, why would you go on Twitch and sort of out them to everybody like that? Is there other ways of doing it? Could you not?
Fucking Alex did it to Jack Mate a year ago. You gonna fucking call Alex out on that? You fucking piece of shit.
No, these guys are trash cans, both of them.
Oh my god.
God, what a bunch. What's it like going up with a fucking dick in your mouth? Really? I think it sounds a lot like your fucking video.
5 massive YouTubers completely screwed. I shouldn't go on Twitch to talk about it.
Well, you're not allowed to talk about something if you get screwed. Why did you talk about it? I mean, it just sounds like these guys wrote this shit. You said mean things. You talked about it. Maybe you should have known better. But by the way, we're going to bust your fucking balls the entire time and then lecture you for busting balls. Unfucking real.
not go and reach out and speak.
Was he on Twitch when he found out?
He knows what he's doing. Like, Inaba's not a dumb person. He's putting all this into the public plethora.
Maybe though, maybe he's just in shock and not thinking straight as well. You know when people are emotional.
Oh, it's so nice that you had a little
That's
bit
a lot of money,
of
I
empathy
guess,
for this
for a
poor
person
kid.
of color.
Thanks, True Geordie. It's nice to know when working class guys make millions of dollars, they don't do the same shit that working class guys hate that fucking people that are richer than them do to them. Oh, look, you became what you hate. You became what you...
Dude, this is why everybody hates the English fucking commentators.
Oh, God.
Everybody fucking hates them. They're the worst fucking of the worst.
Absolutely the worst. Absolutely
Second
the worst.
to the Australians.
You know, Luna Lizzie, this isn't high school drama. This is big money screw job. And it's being executed as high school drama. This is a big money screw job. This is business. And that's how business is conducted on YouTube. And putting it in
English commentators are so shit. I think if you ask Kavos, he'll identify as American.
Yeah, probably. But, you know, I tell you something. I used to think Kavos was wrong for not. Well, he knew better than me, right? And me and Kavos have had it out. He doesn't have any... I think he does have some close friends, but you don't know about him. And I talk to him in the DMs every so often. But we're not tight by any stretch. And he always said, I am not here to make friends. I'm not. And you know what? I always thought that was fucking lousy. I don't blame him because he had a much better idea what he was dealing with than I did. And, you know, say what you want about Kavos, and I've said a lot. I've said he sucked off Keem. I said everything. You can't say that. At least the last 2 years, you can't say that. He stood up to Keem. He makes his own fucking content.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
Say what you want. And I tell you what, I don't buy your fucking commentary because it's compromised. Kavos' commentary, he's proved that he's not compromised by going up against the guy that gave him the start. This is why Northerners are not allowed on TV in the 50s and 60s, really. That's because they're screwed. You know, I always thought, you know, the Northerners, the people of Celtic descent, the people that were down on their luck in the 50s and 60s, they were the epitome. Newcastle is the epitome of working class fucking tough dudes. And this is why this guy is so much. Let me propose this. He's fake working class. Maybe he was at one time, but he's not that anymore. And I know that doesn't really mean shit in the States, but let me tell you something. It is burning some fucking English ass as I spit it out of my mouth right now.
No, they're just like shit.
As I said earlier, there may have been a message I missed, but a message to me personally.
I think this guy said, I may have missed a message. And the idea that they made a group channel, and then he comes to them and goes, why was I invited?
Why are you guys so confused why the drama channels picked this up? I don't understand. Like,
I mean,
why
they're a
aren't you
drama
this?
channel and they picked it up.
Yeah.
They go, send you a message. Did you not get the message? I'll tell you what, couldn't be in.
You're like, oh no, we sent it. Oh no, we sent it to the wrong account.
No, we've got your old phone number. Oh, can I be in now? I'm ready. I want to be in.
Nah,
Will's
sorry,
like,
too
sorry,
late.
mate. Cut off point.
Yeah,
cut
too
off
late.
point. I'm sorry. The deadline was last week.
I'm not saying, I don't want to say anything. There's nothing for me to say personal. There's nothing personal there. I'm just sad.
You see when he says personal, he looks at the camera, he's like, there's nothing personal there. There's nothing personal there. We need to get Believe in Bruce on this. As I was saying before, I think there's definitely more to this story that we don't know.
Is it just because he's
I
not?
think there's plenty of the story that you know, and I think you know they're starting human in contact with them. And to act like you're fucking detached from the story fucking provides cover for you when you're called out. You say, yeah, it's all about the bands. I didn't know anything. I didn't know they lived together. Horseshit. 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 Horseshit.
You need to take more than a grain of salt when Jackmate or this fucking guy who's standing next to Geordie or any of these fucking people talk about anything that involves Alex and his monetization and his channel. Dude, those guys literally are the most biased people on the fucking website. About
Yeah.
Beta!
Probably on the
they
wall.
Yeah, right. I've been to London.
want to sell a lot of t-shirts.
Would you wear Einabber on a t-shirt?
Are we really going to split the 25% into 20% for a guy who's not selling the merch?
Einabber's not the type of person that little girls are going to come over,
Nah,
are they?
mate. I mean, how many subs has I never got?
500k.
Is that it?
You've got to have over
You
a
got
million
big
subs.
swinging dicks. Will and he's got more than that on his second channel. He's got double that on his second channel. What you?
So, bitch, you have no right to be mad.
Yo, this is hilarious, dude. They're literally saying it. Like, we were all saying, like, oh, maybe this could be the reason. They're like, mate, you don't have enough fucking subs to ride with Alex.
They popped right here. Einabber, this is for you. Listen close. This is your goodbye, motherfucker.
Gonna split the 25% into 20% for a guy who's not selling the merch?
Einabber's not the type of person that little girls are going to come over,
Nah,
are they?
mate. I mean, how many subs has I never got?
500k.
Is that it?
You've got to have over
You
a
got
million
big
subs.
How much?
Wait,
how
what
much-
did he just say?
how
Can we
many-
repeat that?
How many subs is I never have?
No. That little girls thing. What did he say?
That the little girls won't be coming over because I nabber.
God.
Yeah, that's just attacking his looks, and probably the fact that he's.
I just want to remind you that one of the guys in the whole Alex crew says they make content for children. I'll leave that for Nerd City. You do what you want with it.
Oh no! This is the Nerd City. That's another thing that got. This is a Nerd City move. This is what Nerd City wanted me to do. He wants me to look the other way when they screw people. That's what he wants to turn this into, in a giant Shark Tank. Everybody sits around. And by the way, they all hate each other, with the possible exception of Marriott and Aber. They hate each other's guts. Hey, are you feeling? Let me ask you something, Nick. We can't talk about the crux of it. I'm sorry. I believe what fucking Bluestank told us, and I
do too.
Yeah,
I do
I'm
too.
sorry. I believe 100, and I feel bad for him. And I think it was his
I wouldn't
fault
talk to
that
him if I didn't believe him.
Yeah, I will say this about Bluestank. He should have fucking been a man and showed some guts, but he didn't, and he was afraid. And if I had to guess, he was afraid of this. That's why I think he deserves the benefit of the doubt.
Nah, mate. You know how many subs has I never got?
500k.
Is that it?
You gotta have over
You
a
got
million
big
subs.
swinging dicks. Will and he's got more than that on his second channel. He's got double that on his second channel. What are you bringing to the table for your fucking 20%? Jack shit. Sorry, I know, but I went with it. I'm calm. I didn't mean it.
Yes, he did. Lying sack of shit.
I hope you guys do well with the channel.
I hope you guys get all the subs in the world with the idea that I was pushing so much. I hope you succeed and do amazingly well with it.
This Cavos guy fucking hates them, doesn't he?
I do
Now we smear Cavos as just being a hater without actually bringing up any points he made.
feel like Cavos woke up like, oh, this is great. He's loving it. You know when you talk about the bad guy? He is the perfect Bond villain for YouTube, this cunt.
Let me list things which I may have done. Tweets.
Motherfucker, Cavos is James Bond. Posh Geordie. There you go. Hashtag Posh Geordie. The Bond villain. Are you kidding me? It's you guys. What was that one that actually filmed it over here in Wiesbaden? What was the one when they had the Bill Gates bad guy? That's who you guys are. Jesus Christ, what a bunch of scumbags. And please, even Bluestank fell for this shit. He's like, I think, well, that's what they do every week. Nah, man. They basically told him, the only reason anybody feels sorry for you is because you got to fuck. You look like goddamn Harry Potter. And you shouldn't have spoke up, even though we're going to bust your fucking balls and roast you the whole time. Oh, but it's all good fun. And then Geordie lets the fucking cat out of the bag. Bitch, you don't have enough to complain. Because that's what this is about. Don't ever be fooled. Ever. There you go. We're done. We'll take calls. If you like.
Get
Did
it
Combo
good.
see that? I haven't seen him publicly respond to it.
I don't know. I sent him my video.
Okay.
I sent him the video I did.
I'm gonna ask him.
And I got to be honest with you. I'm sorry I did this twice, but I am that wound up about it. I will say this. I haven't really been terribly happy with iNabber in recent months, but I remembered something today. When iNabber came here with 10 or 20,000 subs, he came back when he hit 100K, and he came back again. No other guest in Shot from the Point history ever came back more than he did. All right? He never thought he was too big for us. And I appreciate that. I have never held back any criticism from him. And I think, I've been making fun of him throughout this. But I did, if there's any kind of bias on my end, that might be it. The loyalty bias. He never thought we were too big, and I think he deserved a defense, especially this backhanded shit. By the way, this video was a Candy Reno video, so it's kind of hidden in the middle. If I had to they were going to lead off with this bitch. And not to
I don't know. I've been talking to iNabber throughout this whole thing.
Yeah.
I haven't asked him for anything or anything like that. But if he wanted to come have a conversation with me on record or off record about this, I would actually kind of appreciate it at this point. I'd open the same thing to Bluestank, and I still really want to hear from Solid Shibe and Trolls Us. Yeah. So I don't know. This is kind of making me want to take a sledgehammer to that whole community.
Let me tell you something. Zaptai, Slazo, and we think there's more.
I have a feeling Zaptai is about to get really hot in a couple days.
Really? Well, that'd be interesting.
Well, maybe not a couple days, but
maybe. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. You guys stick up. Geordie, you're a fucking garbage bag. You stick up for this fucking guy. You don't look at Cabos' video and find any kind of empathy for him? Like none? No empathy whatsoever? And I'm supposed to believe you don't know nothing? It's just the bands? I don't believe you. I think you're a giant fucking blowjob YouTuber. And you'll blow anybody. And I think he blew Logan Paul. I don't buy your theory either. I think he absolutely. Mr. Heretic, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, you?
I'm pretty wound up.
Yeah, I was basically going to ask, do you reckon True Geordie, Willany, kind of like that whole group of English YouTubers are basically as bad or getting as bad as I'm
I think they're all afraid of I Am Alex. That's been my theory since going back to
I think
the
anybody who sits here and lets him do the things that he does on a consistent basis without questioning him is inherently as bad as he is.
Or scared of him, maybe.
I don't think like just being someone's friend makes you a bad person. I think being someone's friend and not being able to even speak about the things that you see that this person does. When I look at a bigger example, here's a worse example. Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star has gone on record to call Davi Vanity a child molester, and he says he saw him do stuff with an underage kid or something. Yeah. And then he continued to like work with this guy for 4 years. I think Jeffree Star is a piece of fucking shit because he was around that guy. Just like I think that everyone's seen these false rape allegations and some of this fucking ridiculous stuff that Alex has done, and it just goes unfucking matched. Everybody's gonna look the other way because they like their money and their content. And I think this whole community is a bunch of degenerates, and I think it's pretty easy to see that.
Yeah. So do you reckon kind of why English commentaries as bad as it is because people like I'm Alex True Geordie basically have like a monopoly on kind of like that whole
you know
area.
what it
So
is? You know what I think it is whoever's fucking in London that's sucking them all off that I've heard rumors about when I was in London. They're creating
I
this.
hear there's fucking YouTube reps and shit like that. I don't want to get all Alex Jones about it, but I also think they're pulling content. They're like, hey, look, this iNabber guy got a shout out from Shane Dawson. Let's try to like cozy on up with him because he could be growing right now.
I'm not Alex Jones. I'm sourcing this from 100K. I'm sourcing this from a 100K YouTuber that I met in London. A name you guys would know. There's a guy out there, and it might be Susie Lou guys for all we know. They get special fucking treatment. And what it does...
Oh.
Yes. I'm sourcing. This is not a fucking theory. This is something I know about and something you can talk to Colossal privately about. There's somebody fucking over there. That's why I said to you, Nick, the night the Susie Lou looked like she's going to take her big fall, and then Team YouTube on Twitter just echoed her sentiments that I thought, boy, if she knows somebody over there, we might be in trouble. And lo and fucking behold, it happened. There's somebody in London or a group of people in London that are making this happen or making, probably by accident. They probably just think, we're helping a fellow countryman, but they're creating this fucking environment. And let me tell you something. iNabber just got kicked out. And I'm pretty sure Blues Dank did too.
Dude, these guys are fucking prostitutes. They
really
will do anything for money. They will stand by anybody doing anything for money. Adolf Hitler could have killed 6 million Jews, and James Marriott's still going to join his E-Boys channel.
Bingo. These guys are fucking the guards at the gate.
I mean, because their fucking community is very cutthroat. That's the thing. It's very cutthroat.
And I'm not saying Americans aren't. I'm not saying Americans don't do this shit. We obviously just named Jeffree Star, but boy, the English guys seem to do it more than anybody else, or they're just bad at it.
Yeah.
I know Keem's cut it through throats. I know Keem's cut it through. Fuck, I've cut it through few throats too, but it was in self-defense. No, I never went on offense.
I go on offense a lot.
Yeah, even you're even a counterattacker if you think about it. We're counterattackers. I don't go out and say, you know what, let me pick this guy and ruin him, or maybe this guy, maybe I'll fucking ruin Augie or some shit like that because he might get more fucking followers than me one day. No, I work with them.
I see shit, I talk about it.
Yeah. These guys have plans. They're schemers and they're planners. That's what they are. And it'd be really nice to watch it all fall apart. It'd be wonderful. And you can't say a bad thing about this fucking guy. This video, if it gets any part of the algorithm, it's going to get bombed. Bombed. But I tell you something. Nick, me, Augie, Bobax, if he thinks he can get the views from it, don't give a fuck. And we'll keep doing it, and we're not going to look at our fucking... And you know what? Cavos is too. Cavos doesn't give a fuck either. Because you remember, when the Alex thing got kicked off, he took the first hit in the ratings. But it cracked the glass, and then everything came through. That Nick came through, and then Turkey Tom came through, and all the other fucking videos where he had to finally apologize for something he never wanted to. So here's the thing. Here's the thing with us. We're going to keep kicking it down, and it doesn't matter if we get a 20% rating or all your fucking little fans come out that actually think you're a cool working class dude. We're just going to keep kicking. And if we find something, God fucking help you, and I hope it's worse than getting shit in your chest. Because that's just funny. I'd like to know who you fucked. Because I doubt this is the first time you were involved with fucking somebody. Because I've learned the only way you get to the top is fucking somebody. It's just a matter of time.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
All right. You have anything else, Mr. Heretic?
Yeah, I was going to ask, kind of like why the English commentary is kind of like uniquely bad. Is because
I think they're just bad at it. I don't think they're uniquely bad. I think they seem to be like they're really poor at doing this shit. And I think it is probably because that whatever those contexts are in London.
Yeah,
I think they do this shit in the surface because they think it's the same reason Susie Lou is doing everything on the surface. They know they can't be touched.
Look at everybody's content. These guys are commentators like us, but they don't cover topics like us. There's a reason why when you look at these meet and greets and stuff like that, you see a shitload of women and all this stuff. They're covering TikTok. Alex broke into the beauty community a little bit. He's talking about that kind of drama because they're not making the same shit we are. I don't even consider them part of the same community.
If you think that I'm dumping on just like British people in general, you're wrong. I'm not doing that. I'm going after these British YouTubers, and they seem to, they're on the surface about it.
How many other notable English YouTubers are going to come to mind? Like The Right Opinion is one. I Hate Everything's another. The guy with Cavos is
his own animal. He's been his own animal. I think he's more than proved it since he's broken away from Keem. You know, and they maintain.
Yeah, we're not talking about like those guys though. We're not talking about
NCO.
Fucking who's the guy who smokes a lot? What's his name? I can't remember his name at the moment.
Drew Sharing.
Oh, Drew Sharing. We're not talking about Drew Sharing.
No, we're not talking about Drew. Drew's a fucking stand-up guy, to be honest with you.
And I think like even we could extend this, like they're not the same guys, but I think KSI and Deji would literally stab anybody in the back for like a pack of crayons. I definitely think that. I think the Sidemen guys are probably a little shifty.
Yeah.
So off the top of your head, can you name any decent English commentators left?
Clown.
Oh, yeah. I like The Right Opinion. I have my.
I like Clown's decent. The Right Opinion's good. You know. I'm trying to think. I like Cavos because he's fearless. Cavos, I don't think he would even think he's the best commentator on the planet.
Cavos is the anti-English commentator. We can't use him as an example.
Actually, that's how I promoted when I was kind of promoting him, and back in 2017 when we were first getting along before we got our long rivalry. That's what I was saying. You know, guys like I'm Alex and Wild Spartan's got to look out. Because he's the anti-Pyro. I don't think Pyro's a commentator. I think
who the fuck is Pyro? What is Pyro?
Pyro's never done anything.
What is Pyro making?
He doesn't do drama, really.
Yeah, Pyro was great when he made like content. What does he do now?
He's a comedian. I think he does Pyro comedy. That's what I think he does. I'm not going to dump on him.
It's funny. I don't think he's nearly like.
If he doesn't get involved in this shit.
Nobody fucking brings up Pyro in 2020.
Yeah, he keeps tabs. He still gets good views, dude. He still gets damn good.
He just makes videos on like Ninja and all that.
Yeah. He's. I think he learned after getting involved with Keemstar. I'm gonna make my money. I'm gonna stay out of the heavy bullshit unless it's super safe. And I think that's it. But also he still makes content on video games. Pyro has a very unique style of comedy, and I think he's just a comedian at this point. You know, and he hasn't.
I think that's what everybody did. But the difference between Pyro is there's not a long-standing fucking like. Trail of fucking tears of him still getting involved in the drama that he doesn't want to be a part of. Yeah. That's what we find with Alex. All of those guys want their cake and eat it too. They want to make this easy fucking content that's not going to be at all controversial, and they want to be behind the scenes playing everybody, trying to like, hear what's going on with everything and get their hands in everything. And oh mate, this guy's a fucking pedophile. Like, I'm
Slam
sorry.
dunk, mate.
Yeah, there was ties to Pyro with the Slazo shit, but those ties came from Alex's mouth.
Yeah.
So
I think that my biggest criticism in the English, and I have to extend this to the Irish as well, reluctantly. I think they're a lot more cliquey than us Americans, and that creates sort of, and it might be cultural, that creates a lot more, I think, ability to do this type of shit that you saw today, Heretic. That's what I think. I think a little bit cultural. There's nothing wrong with being in your own clique. I'm a little cliquey myself.
Not to mention, by the way, Pyro's fucking Australian, isn't he?
No, he's English.
No,
he's from.
Isn't he? I thought he lives in Australia.
He might, but he might.
He's friends with like all the he was friends with the.
He likes yellow pussy. Does not mean he's fucking Australian, all right?
I always thought Pyro was Australian, so that's why I never.
No, he's not. He's got a weird accent.
And someone said, why not John Swan? Well, he is 100% Australian. That's why we're not saying John Swan.
And I let me tell you something. It appears that John Swan. First of all, John Swan's. I wouldn't be surprised if he hit 100K by the end of the summer. John Swan's going places. He has shown that apparently somebody red pilled him. Don't know who it is, but John Swan's going places. And I like the fact that he is, because he's not going to owe any of these pricks anything. Not Pyro, not Clown, not nobody. He's going to owe nobody. He's going to go in it to himself, and that's lucky for him because that means he can actually come to his own opinions without checking with everybody first. And Clown hates these guys too. No, he can't stand them. So I'm really not dumping on the English. I would never dump on the English as a whole or say this is but I do think they're a little clickier. I think there's probably a guy over there, and I think Alex is a psychopath. So and you put that perfect storm together. You get True Geordie saying, "Oh, I don't know anything about this, but you fucking shouldn't have opened your mouth. You should have known who you were talking to. But, buddy, dust yourself up, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, and show everybody what a great eye nabber can be." That's horseshit, dude. I'm not buying that for a minute. See through this like it's glass. All right, Heretic. Let me get some of the other guys in here.
All right, cheers.
Thanks for the calls. Yeah, I don't want to seem like I'm dumping on the Brits. I don't dump. I probably should. I'm Irish, but Irish descent. Scrubby OG, $5. Most of them don't even talk to you if you're not in their clique. Yeah, I know that from being like allowed near them. I just didn't give a shit. I wrote "Hail Satan" in those stupid chats.
Dude, there's bias everywhere. Remember the NCO shit where it's like, look at Scrubby and fucking Just Destiny. Look at all their thumbnails. They make such shit content.
Oh, they hated the American.
James
They
Marriott,
hated
though.
the American
James
reaction
Marriott's such a good guy.
Oh, yeah, I know. And he's a reaction commentator.
Yeah, they literally can look at
you know
two
what?
content.
James
that's
Marriott
incredibly
is
similar.
a pretty good guy. I will say this, though. I appreciate what he did, but if he knows anything, he should break this whole fucking thing up. But, I can't tell a guy to cut his nose off to spite his face. But I can't make this clear. We're not dumping on the Isle of Britain, all right? We're dumping on this fucking culture on YouTube that tends to be British. So let me make that clear. Not all.
Well, I think we won the American Revolution for a reason. I think it's guys because like Alex's ancestors fucked the entire thing up.
Yeah.
Fucking red coats. Fucking red coats.
Plastic Irish hate England, LOL. Actually, you'd be surprised. We're fucking told to hate you guys for no particular reason. You should have gone to the Garden State Art Center in 1992 when the fucking IRA was collecting money for bandages for kids. Yeah.
I'll take 15 Scrubbies over one I'm Alex, Amanda.
Yeah, I mean, Scrubby's able to maintain him being a professional YouTuber and not being a total fraud. I mean, these guys will tell you, yeah, we're in this for the money and we're doing the best we can, and we're, Scrubby famously said on my arcade channel, 9-year-olds pay the bills. I don't think there's anything wrong with that if you're creating.
Oh, and by the way, Internet Online saying like, oh yeah, James Marriott tells more jokes. I'm not denying that.
No,
what I'm saying is, if you put Just Destiny's thumbnail and the top 2 James Marriott videos, if they're still those ones, and put them next to each other, they're the same fucking thumbnail. And that was the one everyone was saying, well, oh, he's a fucking pedophile, mate. He put the fucking, oh, I can't believe it. He put that little girl from a screenshot of a Dr. Phil TV show.
It was on primetime television.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
Those guys are, everyone's got their own biases.
Crash Rastacoot, whatever your name is.
Dude, never trust a fucking Sassenark. Never. And that's dangerous to say since I have English friends, but dude, never trust a fucking Sassenark.
I don't know about that. I got good English friends. They're not not on YouTube. I got real good. I got English. But I do notice they're a little cliquey, like over here. I mean, God, it falls into football. You got the Liverpool fans, the man right here in Wiesbaden. And they kind of sit in different sides of the bar. Yeah, they bust balls every so often, but they're kind of, you know, it's their hometown. It's kind of the way they are. And Americans are just not that. Like when me and Nick grew up, it's like Nick's. I'm sure Nick's proud he's Italian. I'm proud I'm Irish, but
I literally couldn't care less.
You couldn't go. But my point is,
I just like pasta sauce a little bit more than everyone else.
but Nick, like you playing hockey, like we're joking about it that one night we're watching. Like our cliques would have had Polish, Irish, English. Names in it. These guys are just a little more like
Tommy, I unironically rooted for Russia in the Olympics.
Oh. Why?
I'm not kidding you. This isn't like a joke. I really couldn't care less. I have no.
I should blow you up. I mean, they seem a little tighter about their towns than we are. Like I'm not like. I like New Jersey, and I'm from New Jersey, man. Fuck off. Yeah, it's the best place. Fuck you. I would never say that. And I'm damn sure Nick wouldn't say that about Strong Island, you know?
Literally, because Kovalchuk and Ovechkin were on the team, I rooted for Russia.
You're too fucking traitor.
Things used to be kind of like that in Glasgow, because we have two football teams here. We have Glasgow Rangers.
Oh, I'm familiar.
And Glasgow Celtic. And it used to be that those guys would fucking kill each other.
Oh, yeah.
The last fucking Old Firm blowout we had, only like 4 people got stabbed, and that was a disappointment.
That's when Lennon was on the team, right? That's when Lennon first got on the team over there. When he was on when he came in Glasgow, it was Celtic, right?
Oh no, this shit would happen frequently whenever there was an Old Firm game. Like, they would just get completely off the face.
You guys are like, I don't perfectly like that, but I grew up in an environment that this is America, this is a melting pot. You guys don't grow up like that like we do.
Well, dude, New Jersey smells like a cesspool, so it wakes me back up. Every time I go over that bridge, it smells like shit.
You're smelling Staten Island. Stop it. So I got a little bit of pride.
Yeah, because like it's the same thing over here too.
No,
like
I don't want to turn this.
New Jersey is the fucking armpit of the United States.
I really don't want to turn this, and you can't trust a Brit. You can't be friends with a Brit. I'm not speaking that racist horse shit, and that would be racist horse shit. I'm talking about these Brits seem to do this shit much more often on YouTube, and I don't think Kavos and Clown would deny that. That's all I'm saying. Not saying anything about the great British people. I would never say that. I have wonderful British friends.
Tommy, we're talking about English commentators. We're not talking about the fucking prime minister.
Yeah, I just want to make. Well, I know. Well, we'll look at my comments.
Oh, Tommy hates people from England. Oh God! Out of all the fucking protected groups, Tommy loves the blacks. Tommy loves the Asians.
But
with those fucking accent motherfuckers.
Dirty.
To be fair though, fuck the English.
All right.
And I get to say that, okay?
You're
That's
Scottish.
part of my cultural heritage, okay?
Yes, I know.
I actually don't feel bad for Einab in this situation. There's a very good fucking reason.
You have a great reason not to feel bad. He knew.
If you hate those crumpet cucks, join Tommy C's member-only streams and his join button in the private Patreon Discord chat to talk about just how much you hate those fucking tea-sipping cocksuckers, inbred fucking having fucking...
No, never.
I mean, that is
the queen.
But it's not even that. It's not even that. I feel like less of dodging the bullet. I never got pushed out of the way of a bullet in this situation. Because
well, I don't feel bad for him because he knew these guys were shit. They knew they all hated each other. He knew they were backstabbers. That's why I don't feel bad for him.
I never on a podcast doing a tell-all that we call the American Revolution 2.
Oh God, that'd be great. Yeah. All right, Crash. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for calling in.
All right, peace.
Let's go double Scotsman in a row. Well, you can thank Green Man for this story because I wouldn't have found it without him. Thank you, Green Man.
That's the one time I'll ever thank Green Man.
Thank you, Green Man.
Yo.
What?
Like, Tommy, I'd just like to say that last guy was a fucking embarrassment to Scotland. Like, the fact that people can understand him is a fucking embarrassment.
He speaks clear.
That's the first thing I've understood you say in a long time. You're really getting soft on me.
I just want to say, people like True Geordie are the problem with society. Money will drive men to do crazy things, including defend people, accuse people falsely of rape. Money is the root of all evil. Fuck money and fuck.
Spectre says in the chats the Scots LARP is Celts, excuse me.
That's not true, mate. That's if you're like me, a Fenian. That last guy was a proddy. I can tell.
Well, he clearly responded in Gaelic.
Man, why are you just screaming about how much you want him to shit on your chest? Why do you keep saying True Geordie, please shit on my chest? It's such a weird thing to say on this show.
He doesn't live far from you. Why don't you just drive a little farther south? You know?
I don't care. No, my enemies in Scotland. It's the Protestant, right?
It's well, how do you know that guy was Protestant that just called in? He could have been Celtic and he left. Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. I can't dump any more fire. This is what I'm talking about. They all fucking hate each other. I can't stand it. It says you got kicked out, right? Why did you get kicked out of here? So
Emma, pause that. Like, I keep on getting kicked out, man. But I just want to say, I know that guy's a Protestant because of the way he talks and the way he acts.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
Catholics, when they act like that, like a Catholic would treat himself with more dignity. Like, I'm an Irish Catholic, I know. Like that guy talking about Celtic and Rangers, people would be hoping more Rangers fans get stabbed.
Get out of here, you crazy racist.
Are you me tooing True Geordie right now? I can't understand what you're saying.
I'm not gonna let him talk about stabbing.
Why do you want him to pee on your chest? I'm really confused. Are you gonna call into the show and just make sexual remarks about True Geordie?
That's enough. What the fuck happened here? I tried to. Gay retard, you're on the air.
Yeah, Tommy, when is the birthday stream going to be?
Probably Friday or Saturday, around then.
Do you know if we got any OGs coming back for the stream?
I gotta finish this video on it, and then I'm gonna make some calls. Like,
yeah,
I'd like to get Jake Lincoln Macazar there for at least for a minute. You know, that would be nice. Because we're
Raging
going
Max. Raging Max might be able to make it too.
What do you know about Raging Max? What's his situation right now?
Well, he said he was going to be gone for 10 weeks. He hasn't been in contact with me, but
did they finish his big trade?
We're on the 6th week. We're like in the middle of the 6th week right now. We're the 9th week.
Did they have to stop because of the virus, or they just kept going?
I don't know. He hasn't contacted me since.
All right. Well, I don't know.
I think they shut
it. I think they shut it down.
Week.
I bet they put him in.
Yo, Jeff Huffman just said in the chat, True Geordie is working class, Tommy. I'm sure it takes a lot of skill to shove a huge black dildo in your ass to precisely land a shit on someone's chest.
All right.
It's the funniest thing Jeff has ever said.
Yeah, get out of here, you jerk.
Says the guy who stole somebody else's username.
Yeah, right.
Baseball.
Last Uber lad, you're on the line. What's up?
All right, man. Love your streams,
Thanks,
same
man.
as always.
Thanks, brother.
Keep up on it. I think the whole situation is absolute bollocks, if I can say that. And to be quite frank, Geordie, you're a piece of shit, man. Why would you allow this sort of shit to happen? Yeah.
I get it. He ignored it. If he ignored it, not my business. But it just doesn't feel like he's jumping in on just a news story. It feels because he omitted so much from the Marriott perspective that he really misled people to believe this is just about being in a group chat. It makes me believe that this was done on purpose. That's what I think it is. I don't think this is just the bants. I think this is banter hidden in a direct message to iNebber that you are fucking finished.
It just, because I was watching the whole time, I was thinking there's so many veiled threats.
Yeah, I know.
It's just very, very, very veiled. And I'm Alex. It might be the internet sensation or whatever, but he should have got called out.
Yeah.
For the bollocks with Slazzo.
I know.
Complete shit.
But they said they kind of did these streams where they felt sorry for him. Well, yeah, I guess everybody makes mistakes, buddy. You know, I mean, it's unbelievable. I can understand if they ignored it. I don't expect people to cut their fucking nose off to spite their face when it comes to economics. But I do expect them not to screw people over and really give a lot of if you really think about that, it's misinformation. It's like deliberate omissions. I mean, it's fucking lousy. And you know, I've always had this feeling on this guy. Like, he is a icon in the UK. And I think he earned it all. But it's just like, you know, I'm sorry.
No, I agree with you on that completely. He is absolutely earned what he's
he
worked
built
for.
all this from the top. I watched his early videos and like how into it he gets. You know, people are telling about me and about him like in 2014, like, oh, he's doing what you're doing, but with football. And I'm like, wow, I wish I was as good as he was because he was so passionate. You know, and people connected with that. But now he doesn't sound like that same guy.
He's a fucking phony.
He doesn't sound like that guy
There's a
anymore.
much simpler way to kind of explain it and wrap it all up in
Look, he sounds like you did in Baited.
Yeah, I wish I was, but unfortunately I'm not.
No, not you. I mean Tommy.
Making fun of me.
He sounds like Tommy did in Baited.
Yeah, that's what it is. Well, I remember him talking to, well, he lost another one, and it's because of goddamn, you know, that was so cool. You know, because I watched those old videos, those old True Geordie videos, and that's it. But now he's like, hi, I'm True Geordie, the YouTuber, you know? And he's still kind of, it's like FaZe Banks being a gangster. You know, it just stinks like
the best way to sum up True Geordie is literally, he's Labour. He's the Labour Party. Lost touch with his roots, and that's the basics of it.
Well, I don't want to get into British politics, but I agree with you 100%, sir.
Right. Unwind goes, I get the feeling that Geordie wants to meet Brock Lesnar and get more than a handshake.
Yeah,
that isn't a handshake. That's something a bit more.
It's a Cleveland steamer, is what it is. Have a good day, Last. I'm gonna take the last call too. By the way.
No, that's all right.
I've heard Caterino fucked him.
How's your German these days?
Oh, are you the guy that called a couple years ago? Are you German?
Ich bin halb Deutsch.
Ja, ich spreche Deutsch. Ich habe meine Lehrerin kommt Donnerstag. Yeah. So, are you the German guy that called in a couple years ago and the Bobby C thing? That's not you, is it?
No, definitely not me.
That would have been great.
This is the first time I've luckily enough been able to get in on the call. So.
Okay. Oh well, I'm glad you called in. All right, let me get to the last guy. We're gonna call it a day.
That's all right. Take care, Tommy.
All the best, man. Bye bye. All right, I actually got to.
That's fine. I'll just go fuck myself.
What do you mean? What's the matter? Leader.
No. He goes, have a good one, Tommy. I'm like, that's fine. I'll just go fuck myself.
Yeah, time's up. So I actually want to talk to. I got an announcement. One of the Scream brothers is coming back to Shot from the Point. Shot from the Point News.
Ooh.
Yes. I've talked to him. We had a meeting today. We're going to get him those assets, and he will be covering me at night because he's working at home permanently now. And so he'll come on for me when I go off. And it was really good to hear from him. So John Scream's brother, Phil Scream, will be there. Just to let you know, he's not going to. He'll be going by Phil Scream, but he's not. And he'll still be going back to doing the satirical stuff he does on the other channel. But on our channel, he's going to keep it straight up, Shot from the Point News, like we've been doing it. So I'm really, really excited about that. We're also talking about bringing Comrade stuff over here. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have Comrade. He's going to school in September. So we're going to bring some of this stuff.
Not if this fucking disease keeps going. He's not.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
you got to root for Corona to keep Comrade.
Yeah, right.
Boomers die and content keeps on chugging.
But
4 more years. 4 more years.
I hope H3 clips that out of context and plays it in a video, calling me a degenerate and then crying about being slandered.
I think what you're going to see with the Shot from the Point Rewind channel is you're going to get flashbacks and rewind. I'm going to leave the rewind channel up, and I'm going to pull from when we don't have any content. When we don't have any content, we're going to take something from there and put it over there. And it's usually going to be like, H3 is hot right now, so I might put an older H3 video in there as far as a rewind is concerned, and we'll bring that over. It'll have a different thumbnail, and I'll probably put rewind in the title or something like that. So look out for it. So we're definitely bringing some stuff. So I have to kind of up to probably 3 a day. So if
just get a thumbnail design for rewind and news content.
I tell you why I won't do that, and I'll tell you off the air. I tell you why I'm not doing that, and I'll tell you off the air. It's a damn good reason.
Right.
But yeah, we're gonna break now. It's smart. It's like since I removed the logo in 2018, I started doing better. You got to remember, I'm the guy that ruined Baited. You have to remember that. So the only way somebody's gonna give me a second chance is if they get fooled. You know. So I mean, we got to bring in new people.
Well, I'm saying you don't have to put your logo on it. I was just saying like maybe like a green bar up the left side with like a little rewind logo.
Yeah,
but
we'll do it. But
like, you don't have to say Shot from the Point.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about like those 2 little triangles going in a certain direction. Just like a little, like just so you know it's a rewind, so you don't click on the same stream twice.
Yeah. So we'll change the thing to minimum 3 a day. as far as notifications. You're getting a lot of content. There is 280 videos, and I think Comrade did at least 275 of them. So
And the other ones
there'll be some, and of course the new ones are coming as well. So when we're like, if we're not doing a podcast and there's no news, you'll probably get an older rewind that's relevant to whatever's going on at the time, or something like that, or if something funny or something like that, and we'll change it, and we'll slowly move the videos from the channel here over there, and plus you'll get new rewinds here as well. And the reason I want to do that, 2 reasons. We want the hits, first of all, but I think it just sucks that we haven't been able to hit the algorithm in a year and a half. The idea was to split the channel so that would hit the algorithm. It took us over a year to get monetization on that, and it's just not fair to Comrade. I can't pay him. I give him a little bit of scratch. I can't pay him like I want to pay him. I can't pay him what he's worth, but the best I can do is pay him with clout and hope he takes advantage of it. And you, douchebag, at least make a shit posting channel, all right? Okay there, Comrade?
Mm-hmm.
Make a shit, at least make a shit. Because this guy, and by the way, Colossal's crazy. But I don't know what you guys are working on or anything. Don't say anything. But he is very impressed with you. And
pornos.
Yes, you better not. But dude, this guy, he is a funny ass dude, and he deserves to come over here to give him as much exposure as I can. It's the least I can do for this kid. He's been so good to this team, and we might lose him because we lose guys going to college all the time. It happens. People come and go. And it's just the way. I haven't decided on a hard time on the 8-year anniversary, but you can bet your balls it happened this weekend unless I got the fucking the COVID, which I don't think I have. I have something though. God, that would be great. And
I don't think you have it.
I don't think I have it.
No.
I go from weird like stages. Like I have a fucking headache, and the headache, then I have a sore throat, and the sore throat goes away, and the only thing I really got nervous about is like I didn't taste my food that well this weekend, and then it came back. So I don't know, maybe I fought it off. Fucked if I know. No fever, thank God. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. But I have been miserable as fuck the last couple days. I had to cancel my German classes all the way to the end of the week, because I'm just. I got too much to do, and I just missed the whole weekend. I'm full of shit. I mean, so I got to get moving. I'm probably going to work on the video now after I talk to John. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Also, as soon as I get a chance, I'll update the podcast. I'm probably going to maybe I give that job to somebody else. And I appreciate all your help. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm out of here. Thank you all for the don't know. Thank you. Something new. Extra content. Stick around. We got more coming. See you tomorrow. Peace.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist.
Jeff called me a pussy. Baseball.
Okay, you cool with Jason Bourne, running with these Wolverines. Okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-Town, the King's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli.
All right, Shandon Huffman.
Like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle.
Can't have Dave beat
through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a head.
Not with the bat.